EastEnders spoilers, 23 characters who definitely don't die in the explosion. The big question on the lips of every EastEnders fan is who will die in the ongoing week of carnage? With several characters at risk of meeting a terrible end, not everyone will make it, but there could be relief for some, as a list of some of those still alive in the episodes which follow can now be released. Is your favorite among them, or are they still at risk of death? With the spoilers for the Aftermath episodes now out, a lot has still been held back, but the mention of some characters means that at least we know a fair few who are safe. Of course, the fact that a character's name isn't mentioned doesn't necessarily mean that they haven't made it through the disaster. Here's who we know will be safe, for now, anyway. The Taylors: Bernadette, Karen, Keanu, Keegan, Riley, and Chatham. The Square's newest clan were always unlikely contenders to kick the bucket, as what would have been the point in introducing them? They are at the center of tragic events though, as Bernadette loses her baby, and the episodes in the week which follows focus on the devastating aftermath of this terrible development. As Karen makes some mistakes and the further is revealed to the family, the clan seems set to fall apart. Shirley Carter, Karen's new close friend, is on hand to support her through the grief and the strain her family are facing, and pictures show an emotional moment where Shirley hugs a weeping Karen tightly. Denise Fox, Carmel, Shaquille, and Kush Kazemi. Kush is at the center of the next big storyline, which proves that he makes it through the events around the blast, but spoilers suggest that we shouldn't breathe a sigh of relief yet, as he collapses from a heart attack after a row with Denise. Poor Kushi isn't out of the woods yet. Then, Carmel and Shaquille are both at his bedside in pictures along with Max Branning. We thought that this one deserved a separate section, given that many fans had tipped the villain for his comeuppance during this week. Max is by Carmel's side at the hospital as she waits for news on Kush, which not only confirms that he survives but also suggests he has not been exposed, else why would he still be hanging around, and why would Carmel want to be near him? Does this suggest bad news for Jane Beale, given that we know she is well aware of Max's true colors? Sonia Fowler and Kim Fox Hubbard. Sonia and Kim are pictured rushing to Kush's side when he collapses and raising the alarm, so this is another pair who won't bite the dust. No sign of Robbie or Vincent though. Bex Fowler and Gethin Price. Bex is in pictures showing her chatting closely with her teacher Mr. Price about private music lessons. But are they getting closer than they should be, or is it just us? Mick and Linda Carter. Given that Linda is still deciding whether there is a future for herself and Mick in the week that follows, we know that the Carter couple live on. But what about Johnny and Tina? Jack Branning. Jack's advice to Linda is mentioned, and while this doesn't outright confirm his survival, we reckon that following Jack's guidance would be far from Linda's priorities if he had just died. Or at least a little insensitive. For Browning and Whitney Carter. There was another who fans had tipped as a possible death, but she lives on, and even plans a champagne reception in the Vic to show support for the community. Whitney is alive too, and getting very suspicious of Fiz's intentions. Michelle and Tom. Michelle has made it too. This is a woman who survived plowing her car into a chip shop, after all. And she is getting rather annoyed with how persistent her admirer Tom is getting. The mayor. The mayor is the guest at Fiz's reception, and her arrival winds up the locals, but, to be fair, we never expected the mayor to meet her end given how sharply she bolted from danger.